Okay. I think we're live. Yeah, we're good. All right. So, we're here with Histrionic. We're going to listen to their new album.
Hello.
They're not on camera because I couldn't find an external camera to also... And I couldn't find a good angle. But, hey, we're here. We're here.
We're here.
Yeah. You can hear us, and that's all that matters. That's all you need to do.
I'm going to just check to see if everybody can hear.
Check 1, 2, 3,
4.
Check 4. I usually don't go up to 4. Often I don't go up to 3.
Yeah,
I just kind of do check 1, 2.
That's when. Check 1, 2. I heard a guy at the show the other night say, tip of the tongue, teeth to the lips, which is the Jack Black thing he says when he's right before he does the in the land of time. In the land of Black says,
okay. I hate you for making fun of Trump.
Yeah. That's how he said that.
Not to get political on your
immediately
brand new podcast.
That's okay. We can get political. That's universal.
Hey, as long as I'm not the one saying stuff, like, who cares? Although that one I agree with.
Yeah, I think you'd be okay. But there's a lot of
free Jables.
He just really wants to be. He just really wants to be Bowser and Steve.
Yeah.
That's all that matters.
Chicken jockey.
Oh God.
Things of that nature.
Successfully downloaded update data.
There you go.
There we go.
From what?
In the land
it looked like the
right in time.
virtual NES thing.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
The legend.
I paid for the N64 one briefly because I wanted to play Donkey Kong 64.
I'm compelled by the GBA one, but really the only GBA
Nice.
games I care about are Pokemon anyways, and it's like...
The Pokemon one's even on there?
No. Why would they give the Pokemon ones away? They're like, they could sell them as their own thing. People would buy
Such a tiny little controller. It's so crazy.
Yeah, well, you normally use 2 of them at a time, but...
Good thing I'm used to holding small
Jude,
things.
man, Jude, if you want the...
Oh, I mean, I'll take the
I want to click that in. Go for it.
Jason, I have a big advantage here. We got the real.
Yeah, I know.
I know.
If you start beating me, I'm gonna make you switch.
Oh shit!
2-player.
Oh boy.
My Joy-Con drift.
Yeah, well, that's just classic right there.
All right, here we go. Okay.
All right, which me?
Isaac hit Ellen.
As?
Oh, already, sorry. I got
I'll take.
Oh, do I need to do it?
Looks like a good dude.
Okay, me list.
Do I need to do something?
Oh wait, what have I done?
We will in a second.
I just made me select the second me, but I think my first one should have been me, but then I chose myself again, so you might.
Well,
be
one
me
of them
also.
would be Isaac. You know.
No, but neither of them are Isaac.
No, but I'm. Okay.
Here, wait, Isaac, check out this guy I saw bowling last. Did Jude show you this?
No, I didn't.
Did you hear about it?
I don't know a
No,
thing,
I've
man.
heard
I don't know nothing about nobody.
Okay.
Who's?
They can hear
Is
the
this supposed to
fellas.
be me?
We
Okay,
keep
that's
locked
good.
in.
Oh, it makes me want to kill myself.
No, you don't actually look. But the guy with that hoodie and the pirate hat came up and kind of like the glasses, and kind of the same beard and stuff.
Simon just sent
Off-brand
me
me.
that, just that.
I thought
No
you would
context.
get, but I was like, if I
Well, I
just
didn't
send
wanna
this to
be-
Jude, well, because I was telling this does actually we're on. I forgot we were on there.
I didn't want to assume anything. Though,
Oh,
you know.
People tuning in are like, this is what Histrionic
is-
sounds
yeah.
like 90% of the time.
This is kind of what the
This is what band
if you
practice
live
is.
streamed the practice, you would hear 2 minutes of music. We would screw up, and then we would talk about that or talk about the Penguins for the next half an hour, and then we would try to play that song again.
There's not much to talk about with the Penguins right now.
No,
They aren't good.
they're not good.
Yeah.
Besides talking about sucking and maybe getting who's the
McKenna.
prospect? Yeah, Gavin McKenna.
Next year, that
Yeah,
would be
hopefully.
that would be
You know, that's
sick.
Him and
They-
Marner will be a great top line.
Oh yeah,
they're really good
They're
at
wingers for
at
Sid.
drafting. Generational talent. So
Yeah. It's been a while.
It's been a while.
we're due. Yeah, we're overdue. After 16 straight years of the playoffs and like a
Yeah.
couple out, we're due for another
We need it.
generational talent.
Otherwise, we're going to Kansas City.
I think someone needs to make a deep dive on just the Hextall years of just sabotaging any opportunity for anything that ever happened.
It was really bad.
He was the worst.
Signing not that Jeff Carter was a bad player, but for
The
signing
extension
him for,
was bad.
The extension was really bad. Signing him for that many years for that much money.
Yeah.
And also signing Kasperi Kapanen again too.
Oh yeah,
Jack Johnson, was that
Actually-
him?
Jack Johnson.
Jack Johnson was
Jack
Rutherford.
Oh,
Classic.
Rutherford, well,
Yeah.
that was terrible.
The only
That's why he's
contract
a Stanley Cup champion.
the only contract that was
he won with
good.
the Avalanche, but
The only contract that was good that he signed was the Tanev one. And whenever he signed that, I was like, what the hell are we doing here?
But then he
Then
lost.
it ended up
Tanev.
And
Yeah, we
McCann
lost
for
Tanev
some
to the-
reason.
the
Yeah,
Kraken.
That was
the
just-
two
It's
good
hor-
players we had
horrendous.
in that era.
Well,
But then,
there were
yeah.
more than 2 good players
Many.
in that era.
Yeah.
Than Brandon Tanev and Jared McCann.
they were two good. Well, yeah, but they were two good
They were
players.
two. Well, I mean, Brandon Tanev's fine.
He was nice to have.
He was
He was
a
better than everyone who
scrapper,
came
man.
after
He was
him.
a hustler. He was a
He was
scrapper.
a third line.
Yeah, he was
third
a
line
yeah.
player.
third line player.
Yeah, the third line that we had that was
Fourth, really. But
it was Bluger at center and Tanev and Aston Reese.
Yeah.
That was such
Aston
a
Reese,
great
classic,
shutdown
yeah.
line that you
Yeah.
could throw that
That's
out
a
against
great-
any like
really
first
fourth
line.
Yeah.
But you know, now we just have a bunch of craps.
Yeah, a bunch of
Yeah.
scrubs and that one young guy who's decent.
Yeah.
The one forward.
All right,
We got a
so
couple.
I am gonna pull up the album
Okay.
We love the album.
and we're gonna hit play at the same time. All right, you ready?
We're starting from the beginning.
The album is called Architect's Leap.
Yeah, we're starting from
we
the
released it on May 9th. For context, for anybody who hasn't heard of us,
Are we going song
which
by
I assume
song
is
or-
a number of
Yes.
people.
Okay.
Like, are we gonna stop after each song, or just let it roll?
I think we're just gonna let it roll.
Let it roll.
You know, and talk about it as we go.
So we
Just
wanna
hit
go
play
from
on the first
album
record, and then yep,
instead?
yes.
On your Spotify, I mean, just go from the
Yep.
album, so that'll just keep rolling.
Yep. All right, you ready?
Are you on the single? Is that what you're pointing out?
No, he's
Oh,
got
okay.
it.
Okay. 3, 2, 1, go.
There it is.
He needs to read.
Uh-oh. Wait, am I on the single?
What?
On the if you go on the it should be on the record.
Oh no, I'm at the top. Never mind. I
There you
screwed that up. I screwed that up.
Oh, was it
I
the
thought I
wave?
had the album open. Okay, sorry. Start it over.
Yep.
Start it over.
Maybe turn it on, or
Okay.
in the room here a little bit.
You got it.
All right, are you ready?
Yep.
3, 2, 1, go.
Cool. I can hear it. Can you hear it? Can the people hear it? Are we gonna get sued by our label on Twitch?
Someone claims it really
I think he's checking the sync and the bleed.
Okay, yeah. I'm gonna see.
Oh, I see. Yeah, we can
Is
just.
there a
turn
lot
this
of
down.
bleed? I'm just gonna ask the chat if there's a lot of bleed.
It's pretty good.
I think I'm behind. Sorry. Okay, let's try to do it from
Yeah.
the start again.
Yeah, we'll start it one more time
Okay,
here.
sorry. And I will cause I paused it and played it again. Okay.
Yeah.
So just okay. 3, 2, 1, go. Shit.
Would it be helpful?
We only need to hit it one
Would
time.
it be helpful if you had
Do you
both
wanna hit both
controls?
of them?
Yeah, actually, yeah. Let's try
Yeah.
that. Let's try that.
This is good. This
This
is
is-
very true to the histrionic experience.
Yeah, it's
We're gonna screw
DIY.
everything up
Okay.
3 times.
Okay.
and
Let's
Then
see.
we'll be fine. There we go. That's it.
No.
Oh
Okay,
my
okay,
God.
wait.
Alright, we got it. We're in
on.
this.
We're on.
No.
No. We're locking in.
We're locking the frick in, man.
Chat room.
Lock the frig in, man.
Let's see. Oh, 2 people.
Oh.
All right, I got it. Okay. I just needed to do
Nailed
like
it.
a little bit of delay. Okay.
Alright.
Yeah. Okay, we're good. We're good.
Great.
All right, so let's get into it. I'm gonna.
So yeah, this
We'll
verse
start
was
with Mario
inspired
Kart.
by a Tyler the Creator song,
And we're doing the worldwide.
Get worldwide.
Mr. Worldwide.
But I think you can like look in friends list,
Uh-huh.
and then you can hop on the server.
I see. So that's how I should do. I shouldn't go the worldwide.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm gonna do the drive out. Hell yeah.
So friends. Here we go.
Oh, am I down here with you on this screen?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So I gotta look at this
Uh-huh,
one.
I'm joining this.
I'm looking at the wrong thing.
Join.
I'm like the old man, kind of.
Alright. And I
this
will
thing.
be a toad. That's for sure.
Oh, here I am. All right, here I am again.
Pick your
You are
fella.
not my friend.
We seem to have Jude has decided to be shy guy.
No, I'm not.
Oh, that's me.
Oh, that's
Maybe
Jude.
this-
Jude is this weird. What is?
I'm Knuckles.
That's not Knuckles.
Yo,
I don't know.
I'm gonna go classic.
Knuckles the
I'm gonna be
Echidna?
Mario. Hey yo, what's that supposed to mean? How do I pick him? I am.
Not no. X.
Oh, press A, but literally not A. I heard. I'm gonna pick-
Alright, while we figure this out,
Yeah.
I'm gonna talk about this song.
Yeah, this is the first. So this is the first song on the record. You only have 4 seconds left, Isaac. Just do that. Doesn't. This is the first song on the record. It's called "Kids Can't Wait." It's also the first single we put out from the record. And it's kind of the song, I guess I would say, that was for me that like really brought us, because our deal is that we were together. What have you done?
Badge.
This is what happens when we open it up to the public. Oh wait, I'm on here. Which it has not shown. It's not showing us the race here.
What's our deal, Simon?
Well, it just says please wait. We're certainly not playing.
No, I mean about the song.
Oh, about the song. So we started when we were middle school as a band, which we talked about before, and
What?
I have no idea.
Krusty Badge and so we were gone, and then we were on hiatus for some years, and we came back in 2022, and this was kind of, I feel like, the first song that was written, new song that we hadn't played when we were together the first time that we really put together. So it's a very important song in that way, and we have a lot of fun. It's kind of a live staple, and it's one of the first ones people seem to really kind of like, and they got the chorus down, because the chorus is pretty straightforward. And stuff. This is a good one. This is called "That Shakespearean Rag."
Is anything that you play now like one of the old things that you used to play like in middle school?
On the record, not quite that old, but there are a couple songs on the record that I wrote in and we were playing in like 2016. That I'll point out when we get there. But yes, absolutely.
Okay, cool.
A number of them. And the next song, is actually almost that old. That's was only the second song we ever. We rearranged it pretty considerably, but it's got the bones of pretty much the second song we ever, second original song or third original song we ever put together back in middle school. So.
Is that 2015?
2015,
Is that?
right? Yeah, we were playing a week as early as 2015.
So then, as you started as a band, did you start with cover songs, or were you just like trying to write songs?
So the first show we ever played, yes, we were playing covers. Like we started out just like screwing around playing covers. But we did have a couple originals in the set at the first show we ever played, including one that we still play from time to time. We might be trying to actually record at some point, but so we had 2 originals at that show, and then we had like Arctic Monkeys, White Stripes, Fall Out Boy, Nirvana, and Neutral Milk Hotel were the 5 bands we did.
Dang.
That was the
Neutral Milk Hotel as a middle schooler.
yeah.
That's
We went to go
intense.
see them. Our mom took us to go. Me and Jude, our brothers. Yeah, our mom took us to Cleveland to go see Neutral Milk Hotel.
I didn't even
when
know
I was
they
like
toured.
15.
When did?
They don't
This is
anymore.
like
This
the
was like the
last-
last time they toured was like 10 years ago.
Wait, how do we?
We were
hook
not
up
in
with
that, by the way.
Okay, I think they should be joining whenever like 2 people will leave this lobby. They should be able to join
He's back on the online.
Open. Should I go into?
into the friends list. Here,
Yeah.
And then you
And then
would
you
join,
click on
and then
me.
you do it.
That's
That's
where.
how you
But
do
that
it.
is what we went into. We went through that. We're picking characters now. Isaac just.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. Oh, X is a...
Yeah, if you go through that, you should end up at some point, whatever room.
Because it just like.
Brings
Well,
up.
see here. It's yeah. Can we just make like a like a
2v2.
friend room in here?
I think the only way to join like just completely online is through the
Mhm.
that friends list, and that's how you just join my.
Is she in the game again? Too?
Krusty Badge is back.
She's
yeah.
back. My girl. Shayla. Can you? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. But this song was also from the second iteration. This was one of the other ones that we came in early Shakespearean rag here. Another one that we put together when we came back.
Yeah.
And,
What? When was
we're
that?
having a lot of fun with.
Was that 20?
22.
Yeah.
Late 2022.
And that was probably like the song we were most excited to play when we came back the first
Yeah.
time. I'd say our friend Drew recorded us, and there's a tape. We have a few more copies of that, but also just like out. There's some footage of that and stuff. But anyway, that was the first show we played on the third iteration when we came back together, and yeah, playing Kids was really exciting, and playing Shakespeare was really exciting because they're two new songs. I don't even know if we were playing this version of this tune at that point in time yet. I don't think we had
weren't
reprised
until
it.
later in that year, or even 2023. But yeah, this is Awake, which in its new iteration, the subtitle Tune In. But
This is the second single.
this was the second single, yes. Yeah, this came together. This is the bones of this, the chord progression. Well, most of the chord progression, was, in the basic structure of the chorus was from a song called Awake that we were playing when we were in middle school. It's much kind of simpler, kind of Green Day style,
Had the
3
awesome
chords and the
intro
truth.
to it.
They
I
have
was
what
gonna
now?
say there is something
that's right.
very, very like
Oh, yes.
unexplainably Green Day about you guys. Even though like it's more of like the alt rock like 80s kind of sound.
Yeah.
There's something definitely very Green Day about you guys.
Yeah, for sure.
It's definitely there. I mean, the Green Day was a band we covered a couple times too. I mean, it shouldn't pretty much surprise no one. I think that. I mean, when I started playing guitar, I started by playing bass, and how I started playing bass was just by playing American Idiot and Nevermind just all the way through, like over and over and over again on the bass, and then figured out how to play this on the guitar later. Which
So when did you get into Green Day? Like what phase of their
so
discography did you get into?
they had just put out the trilogy. This was this was middle school, like 7th grade.
2013 or
Yeah,
whatever,
2013, 2014. So it was a beautiful time to be a Green Day fan.
I was actually whenever I was like 12 and listening to that stuff, I was super into it. So like
Yeah, exactly.
just
yeah,
into Green
I
Day.
know. I liked it. I was like, yeah, people are giving this a bad rap.
Looking back on it now, probably the worst stuff they made. Besides
It's
Father of
pretty
All.
darn bad. Father of All is one of the very worst records of all time. It's just truly terrible. I don't know if you ever listened to that record.
No, I
It's
haven't.
as bad as music gets. It is
Really?
disgusting.
What year is that one?
2020.
Yeah, it was
It's
before they went on
so
the Hell
bad.
Tour.
Yeah.
No,
Is that the one that has Bang Bang on it?
No, that's
No,
Revolution
that's
Radio. That one's
Oh.
pretty decent.
I don't mind that one
Yeah.
so much.
Father of All has no hip hop beats or Swedish
Yes.
songwriters.
Yes,
Honestly.
that's in the ad.
Just pure uncut cock.
Is that what it says?
No. Just pure uncut rock. Is what it says,
Or
I
type
think.
of, but it's it sucks.
Yeah. I'm sick of people giving Green Day shit though, for real, honestly. For like the early records that are good and the way they do it, there's something OG about it, and it's fun sometimes to play a straightforward ass fucking 2.5 minute long rock song now and then.
Yeah.
Well,
I
and
mean-
also, what band on their level would ever say anything about Palestine?
Yeah,
Like,
it's a
Yeah.
good point
So, like,
too.
Oh, did they do that? I didn't know.
Yeah,
that. They came
at
out.
Billy Joe's been
Coachella.
really
Good for them, man.
Yeah, it's really
yeah.
good.
That's the other thing too. Is like Billy Joe just seems like a cool fucking dude.
Yeah,
He just genuinely seems just like a good rock star kind of guy.
he's,
There aren't a lot of
disregard
ambassadors.
his son, and we're all good.
yeah. His son is lately canceled. Somewhat more
Oh.
than lately.
I don't know any of the lore about
Yeah,
this.
it's a.
Actually, I
that's
don't
a
think
whole
he even
thing.
knows his son anymore, so it's okay.
Oh,
Well,
I
that's-
don't know.
He's a real rock and roller.
There you
then.
go.
There you go. Even more so.
This song is old. This song is from the hiatus. This is when I was just writing. There are a couple songs that I was writing by myself on acoustic guitars that are on this that are from 2017 after Isaac went to 2018 when you went to college.
Yeah, 2018.
So we were not
We're like
together.
Joe Biden in that deposition with the dates. Sorry, I was just watching the long Ezra Klein thing before I came here.
So this one and the next song have a kind of, they're written on acoustic guitars, which is rare for me. And then this obviously didn't really translate into the final version, where we kind of when we were bringing it back, we were rehearsing it and got into this kind of weird little syncopated groove thing with Jude hitting some offbeats, and I really like how that turned out. The way my arpeggios are kind of interlacing with the bass and drums. It's a lot of fun to play. And this song also has a ton of guitars on it. This was probably the song I put. Shakespeare, that second song, might have more, but those are definitely the two that I layered like guitar on. Can I play? Yeah. We can't get it to connect. No. It just keeps putting us into the lobby here. Me and Isaac will play. I'll figure out if we can get it. So we I was talking about the way we like kind of built this song up. Oh, and the amount of guitars I put on in the studio. So those no.
What was that?
Just choose a track. Hit A.
A.
Yes.
Oh wait,
You're hitting B.
Hit A.
not the Xbox.
Oh, yo, you're all tripping me up. You know I was be playing NHL at home by myself. I don't know.
But this actually does have an acoustic guitar tucked in the background.
You can hear jangling in there.
Yeah.
if you listen.
A little driving in this last part here. Did we do the bridge already? I think this is the end of the song.
Yeah, the bridge
Yeah.
already played through with the syncopated John Johns.
But I like how that
You just can't go wrong.
I love the guitar sound I got out of that one too. I forget which one I am. I think I'm Jude, right? The Shy Guy? No, I'm on the right. Okay. Oh, I'm on a bike.
Oh, I'm on the left. Oh, I'm glad we figured that out.
I do want to ask if anybody's listening in the chat if they can give feedback on like the mixing or anything. That would be nice to know.
Not of the record.
be-
We don't want to think about that of
Yeah.
the
It
of
would
the
be nice-
stream.
It would be nice to know if you can hear like just a tiny bit of the game and a tiny bit of the music and a tiny bit of the conversation.
Yeah.
That's all I want to know. If anybody's how many
Yeah,
people?
you-
There's 5 people watching. If somebody
5
could just
people's
give me a
not
little
bad
bit of
at all.
feedback.
That's like how many people listened to this song yesterday.
So this you can probably tell is another one of those acoustic ones that have their origin in the hiatus. We'll call it in true Fall Out Boy homage. It's called Fade Away. Now I'm playing, so I'm like distracted.
Okay,
but
thank you for the feedback.
what is
Sharp
the
E.
what is the
Does
feedback?
anybody know who that is?
Oh, that's my roommate Ryan.
Okay, thank you, Ryan.
Did Ryan have good feedback?
What did he
Yes.
say?
He said
He
we
said no
he
game
says good.
sound effects, but the combo of music volume is pretty good. So
Cool.
that's all.
Nice.
That's fine. They don't need
Oh,
the.
did it not connect?
Yeah, that's what it was.
Communication. breakdown.
Too much going on the Wi-Fi.
Know what to
Surprise
say.
me.
We can take turns. It's okay. Communication breakdown.
We can also just do local we can do 4-way local multiplayer
Whoa, hey
Yeah,
now.
and we can just
on the
we
big
can
TV.
keep in mind.
Yeah, we can do that. Then we can all play each other.
Oh, the train.
Oh my god, why am I
you're
in 11?
playing, so I'll talk about this a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can hear right here is the cello coming in.
Oh, yeah.
This we worked on with one of my good friends, Will Caballero. And Simon had said for a while that he kind of heard it on this song, working with the bass is sort of a dissonance almost, right? Like to the because I feel like the bass is very boomy in this song,
Yeah,
and you kind of get the long, yeah.
Yeah, I think you really did.
Yeah.
This
Yeah,
is the
I also-
slide guitar coming in. This is the most instrument heavy or variable song on the record. There's acoustic and electric guitar, harmonica, cello, and I play with a slide, which is very rare for me in this chorus here. And now here's the harmonica bit. I also put some piano on this and then mixed it out. But
What about the title song?
the title track of the record, or the title of this song.
This song.
The title of this song is Fade Away.
Yes.
So what's funny about that is that I just kind of assigned randomly these two Isaac, the other one.
Sorry. I have to desync that.
Oh yeah. But we have another song called It's Better to Burn Out that comes after this song on the record. But I wrote them at the same time and kind of paired them in their titles.
That's okay. I'll just connect.
Classic little Neil Young nod.
But they're not in order
Then just
on
kind of
the
disconnected them. They don't have anything to do with one another other than having been written at the same time either. You know, there's no thematic.
record.
No, there's
they
nothing.
do kind of aesthetically match the two different words though. Like Fade Away is
Oh,
much
sure.
more
Yeah.
chill.
But I mean, like with each other, there's not like there's not any synergy between those two songs.
yeah, it's not like a slash song
Yeah.
situation or anything. Clearly, because Fade Away is fifth on the record.
Yeah, they're separated by this song, which is the oldest intact song on the record. This one, which is called Idiosyncrasy, and I think this evolved out of just like screwing around in the basement. I had these chords. And this arpeggiation, and we just kind of started getting louder and quieter, I think. And this was back in 2016, so my memory's a little fuzzy.
It's one of the last songs that we've written by just jamming.
Yeah. Although I feel like there's a song we have been playing out live that'll be on the next record, called Ad Lunam, that we at least created like that big middle section. There's a long instrumental middle section. You want it to line up, you gotta take it off and put it back on. So the plus, that's it, minus plus sign there lines up with the plus sign on the
Okay.
controller.
Oh, like that was a jam thing.
Yeah, that. And I start arpeggiating in the middle of Ad Lunam.
Oh yeah. When we were like, we need another part. And
Yeah.
We just kind of wrote another part.
So we still have some of that. But yes, this is the oldest song on the record.
Oh shit.
I also wanted to ask, how did you guys record the record?
We recorded it, Wiggler, in the basement studio of a fellow named Rick Gersak. He's a great guy. And
We recorded ATS, who's a good band.
yeah, he's recorded some cool local bands for decades of some persuasion. And he we just worked with him kind of on. It took a while. But yeah, we went in there, and it was a nice little cozy basement studio, and just kind of tracked it all there.
Yeah, we went in, we laid down the drums first, and then Simon and Rick worked on layering on guitars and extra external stuff on top of that. And then once we had that all pretty much done, we brought in Will, who did the cello part, which that came out really nicely. And then in the back half of this record, there's a couple songs that have trumpet that our friend Uptown Steve Brown laid trumpet on. And we did that. We did all of everything that's on the record was recorded at Rick's. Nothing was done at home or like at a different studio. It was all going up to Rick's house.
Yep.
And yeah, so his fingerprints are all over the record. And then when we were done with that, we had it mastered by Larry Luther, who works at Mr. Small's Studios, who came recommended through Valley View, who I think he also mastered their record, but he might also have just been on the staff at the same time. I'm not sure.
I think he mastered it.
I'm pretty sure he mastered, yeah.
But yeah, that was the process of making
Oh shit.
this record.
Wait, so it'll go if I don't go? That's crazy.
If you have that turned on, which you might. Oh, I have the smart steering on too, which I would prefer not to, but that's okay. I guess I'll live. It actually
So
sucks.
it was. I'm really excited to it's like classic. Maybe a lot of people feel this way, but it's like you do the first one, and like this was our first time we ever recorded anything as a band ever after like 10 years. So we learned a lot.
Yes.
So doing the next, things we're gonna record in whatever variety of things it may be, which let's leave it at that. But it's just gonna be a different process, and we picked up a lot of knowledge, and we had someone really patient and sweet to work with us on it, and Rick, which was cool.
And just having the I guess the monkey off our back of just like having recorded nothing, and put out nothing for a while was just like really was weighing on me, at least, just like we play a show and people be like, can we listen to this? I'm like, no, we just have not recorded anything. So now like it takes for me some of the pressure off.
Well, they say that now about all the new songs we play out.
Yes, that's true, but I mean, at least just that they could hear music we made.
Right, there's something. Yeah.
Well, how long did the recording process take for you guys?
We started recording it so about 16 months.
Dang.
Yeah.
That's crazy. So did you have the songs finished before you started recording?
Oh yes. I mean, these songs are like range. We had already like we'd already like maybe even had already played live songs that will be on the next record by the time we recorded this one. So these are just like the first. These songs range in the date they were written. This is It's Better to Burn Out, by the way. Which has a little nod to, a little lyrical nod to the iconic Oakland venue, West Egg, of recent years, to the dust in the basement and the gas leak. So shout out West Egg.
Yeah, the songs are old.
The songs are old. The songs range. The oldest one was we played for the first time at the end of 2015, and then the most recently written song is probably the new version of Awake, which is also the oldest song, so that's kind of fun, which we completed in late 2023. And then everything we wrote after that point is not on this record, so this is like that span of, these are all songs that have been saved up for years, and we wanted to get those out of the system. And then the batch of songs that we've like put together since really coming back together as a band are this next batch of songs we have that we're very excited about.
So I also kind of want to ask, how did you guys get into like the Pittsburgh local scene? Like where did you start there?
Well, quite honest. Well, first of all, we all grew up in Pittsburgh. Together. Well, obviously, two of us are brothers, so together. But then we all lived.
I actually didn't know that. I mean,
yes,
now
me and Jude are brothers. And then we grew up in Highland Park, and Isaac also did.
Okay, cool.
Very very nearby to where we're recording. Not to reveal our location here, but we are in the East End here. But to the end, that didn't get us into the scene, obviously, in any kind of real way when we were in middle school. So really the answer to that is kind of the Black Lodge guys, actually. I would say we're kind of the first, another dearly departed Oakland House venue, but one that was run by Adam, who's now a big part of the newer venue Haven.
Mm-hmm.
His house was the Black Lodge, and the guys in Mr. Doctor.
Yeah, Jude and I used to play in this band, Mr. Doctor, with Malcolm and Duncan Rooney. That's what that band's named after, Malcolm Rooney, Duncan Rooney. And those guys lived at the Black Lodge with myself and Adam. And Black Lodge had been a thing for a year, and then three-fourths of Mr. Doctor at that time moved in. And yeah, Mr. Doctor would play shows there, and Histrionic would play shows there. And then we started playing at West Egg, and I mean, I don't want to speak for you, Simon, but you had some friends who were in like sort of the WPTS crowd.
Yes, yeah, the radio crew is another key shit.
It is a key shit.
It is a key shit.
Sorry.
But yeah, those guys helped us get, kind of plugged into the scene too with some good bands and some good opportunities. I mean, Bella
Yes.
so freaking clutch.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, really, between playing at the house shows at West Egg and Black Lodge to get us started at the beginning, I don't know where we'd be, especially without West Egg. And we had some amazing fucking shows there, and it just was just like the key. Like, you meet so many people, you see great bands, you talk to them, everybody's sweet and nice for the most part, you know, and then like you just keep working with your peers that you make friends playing music with, and next thing you know, you have this great community. It doesn't even feel like trying to get integrated in the scene. It's just like you are it.
Yeah.
It's like my favorite thing in the whole world. I love the scene here so much.
This song's called "The Eastern Side of Anderson Memorial Bridge." Sorry, I'm trying to bring it back to the record every so often, like as the songs change.
What the fuck did that mean?
Which is named after.
Place where you kill yourself.
Yeah. Well, it's one of two
music.
songs
It's
on
so
the
much
record
fun.
that's
This
named
song's
after a
about
place you
killing
can kill
yourself.
yourself. Unfortunately, it was the space I was in high school. And I was reading books where people. This is the Anderson Memorial Bridge is the bridge where Quentin Compson commits suicide, and the sound in William Faulkner's seminal novel, The Sound and the Fury. If anyone's interested about what type of books I was reading.
You almost said
in
just the
junior
sound of the
year.
fury, but you had to let them know
Seminal?
that it was seminal.
It is
Yeah, you had to get
seminal.
that
It's
phrase
truly
to
seminal.
show the vernacular.
Where's the seminal novel?
No.
That's
That's gonna end no. Cut that out.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah,
My bad.
that's not going in the podcast.
How about you, man? How did you get integrated into the Pittsburgh scene?
It took a long time, but like after I graduated high school around in 2017, I started going to shows at this basement called the Schnell in Oakland, which was then called, oh god, it was Lavender Town. If you guys ever
okay,
went
yes,
there.
Lavender, which then was Rothko later on.
Which then was Rothko, yes. Yeah, did you guys ever play there, or did you like go to shows
Predated
there?
us, but I
Yeah.
went to the shows at Rothko, yeah.
Yeah, so that's like where I like started getting into like local stuff. When I first saw like short fictions.
Yeah.
Or Shin Guard. Shin
love
Guard
Shin Guard.
Shin Guard we saw at what was the other? It was called Bossing Say back then, but then like you guys might know it as Eden.
Yes, okay.
Yeah. So that's like, I started going to shows but never played shows there. And honestly, like getting myself more inserted into the scene, I started going to some of the Don't Let the Scene Go Down on Me shows.
Of course.
And I just started talking to Brett.
Shut up,
And
Brett.
it was like post-COVID.
I saw Brett on the street earlier today.
Shut up, Brett.
Shut
Yeah,
up,
Brett's
Brett.
awesome. And yeah, I just ended up finding my way into that, like emailing him and stuff. Like, yeah. So, but it took me a long. Excuse me. I didn't go to Pitt or anything. I went to CCAC for 2 years.
Mhm.
But yeah, didn't super get into like actually playing shows until I would have graduated college, like graduating age.
Right.
So yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Yeah,
Pittsburgh's
took us a
cool
while.
for that. I mean, there's a lot of, like the other band I play in Secret Tunnel, those guys are about that age when they started getting into it too. It was about like would have just graduated or a little older. But it's like if you play good music and no one gives a shit how old you are. Or
Yeah.
like it's not like a college band town. It's just a music town.
Yeah.
Which
And,
that's what I always loved about West Egg being a sober space.
Yes.
Is like it didn't just feel like a frat house, you know?
Yeah, right.
Not that most of the other venues like did.
There were
but-
some of them that could.
yeah.
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 Not
But
to-
I think
yeah,
I think you catch my drift with what
Yes.
I'm trying to say there.
100%.
Where it just felt a
It
little
does-
more inclusive.
It is,
you
and
know?
it as a band, I know, like, I mean, people sometimes can rag on it, and sometimes I understand they like to have a beer at the show, but the fact was, like, because of that, too, anyone who was there to like see music.
Yes.
No one was there just to hang it.
Yes.
I mean, no one was there just to like sit around and drink and have a place to be. Which has its place too, but it was a cool aspect of things there. I
Right.
think.
And if you're like me and you tend to be habitually inebriated, you can just go outside.
Yeah.
It's no big deal.
We just heard Uptown Steve's major contribution, that trumpet solo at the end of that song, which is called The Outlier. It was a minor because it's actually very significant in the record. It's really incredible. This is already the last song. This is the title track. Architect's Leap. It is called. This is probably gun to my head, my favorite song I've ever written. It's also about a place on a college campus you can go to kill yourself. Which, I mean, look, this was these songs come from.
Hey kids.
Well, look, no one ever said this record was for kids, but
college
kids can enjoy. Look,
the kids can't wait to jump off a fucking bridge.
I know. Look,
By
well,
Histrionic the band.
it is it's a symptom of all these songs being from years and years ago. Is in high school I was severely depressed. There's just no way around that.
You were depressed in middle school too.
Yeah,
you were digging that.
I had a few years of really struggling. At any rate, I ended up with fascination with certain
Let me tell you
things like that. No, you're right. But this is named after a stairwell on Carnegie Mellon's campus, in a building called Ween Hall, that is called Architect's Leap.
Shout out Rod.
Shout out Rod, biggest Ween fan I know.
Yes.
And it had it was a spiral staircase, or spiral, but like one of those tight spiral staircases with a hole down the middle, basically. And same as architecture school is like ludicrously difficult. And we had all manners of suicidal ideation stats. At any rate, there was a poem written level by level, there graffitied on, which said, if you're feeling like a jerk and your project just won't work, go ahead and take the leap and you'll finally get some sleep. And so this is like this.
It's heavy.
It was heavy, yeah. I mean, it was like, wow, I'm struggling in school and like I'm like severely depressed. Was and that was just the headspace that this song came out of. And you'll hear I scream that poem like verbatim in the outro of the song, which is very cathartic. I'm so sorry, I have to turn off the smart steering for myself here. Yeah, but this is
I love that fucking guitar thing you do there. That's
the
so
little
cool.
guitar lead I put in there. Rick really liked that too. He turned that up in the last mix we did of this song.
I don't know what you call that as a drummer, but
Just a lead.
Jason, you do a couple. You have like the tone of it, the twang of it.
Yeah.
There's some like things you do on the Toe Controls record that are like that too, that are fucking cool. Just like little fucking like bending the string.
Yes, that is a bend. Yeah, that bend there is. I really did like how that was just like there are a couple little leads like that. That's probably the most prominent one that I didn't have written until I was sitting there with Rick, going like, oh, I kind of hear something. Like, just give me a couple takes, and I'll just try a couple different things on the guitar, and we'll see if any of it sticks.
Sorry, I don't know why I'm thinking this, but whenever you're saying, like, you're recording with this guy named Rick, I just think of Rick Rubin. Does this guy look like Rick Rubin at all?
He does not.
Really.
He's not bald.
He's cleaned himself in the
Yeah, he's well kempt. No.
He's a wise man though.
He is. But
That'd be awesome if we worked with Rick Rubin.
that would be fun. Maybe he might be like mean to us.
I don't think that's his MO. I think he's pretty nice.
He'd be like, I've worked with Paul McCartney.
The guy we really
Who do you
would've-
think you are?
If we could have worked with any like celebrity, we always say Steve Albini would have been the one.
Oh, it would have been
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
Well, he
anyone.
also would have been pretty rude to you.
Yeah, he
probably.
definitely would have been rude to
yeah,
us, but in
I
a
don't even
productive
care.
way. Yeah.
he's allowed. No, he imagine us fucking talking the way we talk right now. Like in
I
front
know.
of him. He was so pissed. But he goes wasting my fucking time.
He doesn't care. We'd be paying him.
I don't think
He
that's,
might care
I think
anyways.
He would care. Yeah.
But yeah. I mean, the records he produces are a big, especially going forward, something that I'm absolutely looking for, kind of sound wise. Not so much the music he's made, which is a little noisier than we really are, but like the records he's produced for like Cloud Nothings is a big sound reference, and In Utero, obviously, is an incredible sound record.
For me, it's like trying to, again, like we just made this record. We wanted to get these songs out there, and like obviously we thought about the sound structure in some sense of trying to keep it sounding live to a large degree. Was sort of the philosophy. But
Did you record live?
Yeah.
For the most part, but then you like added onto it.
So the bass and drums are almost all, like 95% from this is no longer us. Just loop this. Just run it again. We're largely tracked live in January 2024 with us all through. That most of that stuff is on record. And then some of the rhythm guitar is. But then I went in and like stuck a bunch of guitars on top of it and vocals.
But we didn't really like. I mean, you can speak to this more than me because you like all the metal music. But it's not like we went in and like layered on this crazy like. I think we didn't fuck with it that much. We fucked with the levels.
Yeah.
We didn't fuck with like adding
There was
sounds.
Extra production.
There wasn't a
Yes.
lot of extra production. Yeah, it's a more better way to put it.
Yeah.
So like on the next one, walking that line between keeping it with a raw sound, but also adding the extra little touch of production will be the game. In my mind, of like how much of that do we want to do and what's the right sauce? Because it should sound ideally. I think it should sound like you went to see us in the basement.
Yeah.
Is what we want it to sound like. And if we want to zhuzh it up a little bit with a nice intro that has some fucking sparkly synth on it or something, maybe we will here and there. But like for the most part, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's just not what we're doing. Like, love to that because that stuff sounds great. I want to hear it, but
Yeah.
I think we want it to sound like a live thing.
No, I totally, being in my solo project and then being in my band, like, the band is definitely more of like a, we're gonna play like what's on the record. Although, you know what? The record that we recorded was, I kind of added a lot of production on it.
It's fun, dude.
I just liked
fun.
it, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like that's what I mean is I want to have the option to be able to do that and mess around with it and see.
But like
How
the
much?
live thing is a totally different thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Striking the balance is hard. I mean, my dad played on this record. I don't know why I'm randomly bringing it. Well, yeah, I mean, he would tell me as a kid, he would come back he would get in arguments about mixing it and adding too much and adding too little, and it was like, I remember hearing this as a 5-year-old, like being like, this is the dynamics of the band and the recording processes. There's the live thing, and then there's the production thing, and where is the middle ground? We didn't really have that issue. We just kind of like made it. Next time, we'll see what we want to do.
Cool. Well, do you want to like keep talking about the record? Do you think there's more things to talk about while we play, or?
Sure. I
Okay.
mean, if
Yeah,
you
I'm
have
down to play
more
some more-
questions or I have more, I could, like you were saying before we started, I mean, I could talk about, like this, I
Heck
spent
yeah.
so much time on
Heck
this, I
yeah.
We
could
should-
talk about this forever.
Should we throw on No, we shouldn't throw someone else on to listen to while we do that. No, is that distracting?
I mean,
also,
you can
like,
throw it on
it's
like
When this
Oh, we
sink in,
can?
just
yeah.
on the speaker probably.
Are we not allowed?
anything.
Oh, 'cause of the-
copyrighted
we
you
don't
can
have
put
the
on
rights.
Twitch. Yeah.
Oh, so we were only
'Cause
able to
we
do it
have
'cause
our
we
own
that?
rights.
Yeah, but like if we
Yeah.
put on let's say we put on like the Dizzier record, like are those guys gonna sue us?
Well, they're not going to sue us. I don't know. It doesn't. I can
All right,
play
we don't need
whatever.
to.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
it's not worth the hassle.
Yeah.
But
I have a bunch of
if there's-
Histrionic live.
yeah, we'll just play
Yeah,
all
yeah.
our shows.
Play all the ad lunum takes.
Yeah.
I was just gonna put like Outrunning the Night.
Oh, yeah,
2000
yeah.
Well, that's the other thing. You guys haven't been privy to all the terrible songs that we wrote before when we were younger.
Yes.
But I'm lobbying to play some of them. Oh yeah, we got
We have-
for everyone who's
Oh, we
watching.
should
have a
plug
we have a
this.
show
Who
on
doesn't
June
know?
14th. Yeah, and I want to play some of like the old songs.
Yeah.
Like the fucking like simple ass.
Are you guys going to be playing the record in full too, though?
We are. We're
Okay,
gonna
cool,
play.
Cool.
We're gonna play for quite a while. We're gonna play the record in full, and then we're gonna play a collection of stuff mostly from what will be the second record, and then but also some probably a few covers and a couple stray tracks, which could be some older ones, or we haven't firmly figured out exactly what we're playing yet.
Yeah,
but
we-
it should be a nice conglomeration.
We know
of
all-
It's
songs.
gonna be
the-
June 14th at Haven.
Correct. June 14th at Haven.
Who
You
else
can-
is on the bill?
A band called Headfooter, that good friends of ours, really good band.
Kind of sound like
Slint.
Yeah. Or they also kind of sound like Six Flags guy. If you know them.
That's a great band name.
Yeah.
I haven't really heard of them, but it's a great band.
They're
name.
cool. They're a Columbus band. That's pretty cool. I
Okay.
saw them play last week. I was like, oh, these
Yeah.
guys sound like Head Footer.
They
I was like,
were
this is sick.
they were at the government center here.
Yeah, Gubby Center.
Um,
Yeah, that show will be fun. We're playing definitely all like the good material for sure. Like all the album stuff and all the new stuff. That's good.
I hope most bands say that when they play.
we play. Yeah.
Well, I mean,
we're gonna play our good
sets,
songs, but we
shitty
might.
songs
Sometimes we
from the
play our
hand.
bad songs.
Dude, I mean, I've been in projects before where you're looking at the set list and you're like, "Fuck, we're gonna
Yeah,
have to
we
play
gotta
some
have
of
to
the
play something
stinkers."
bad.
We've
yeah.
been there actually not too long
We've
ago.
done that.
A couple years
Yeah.
ago.
Yeah.
When we were coming back. There were a couple tunes like the Fallen. We were like, "Fuck, we're gonna play
We'll
this."
play this. She's not that bad, but
Yeah, it's just not up to par. I mean, I wouldn't mind. We could play that if you want.
We could.
We figure out the set list live on the stream.
That's Drew's favorite.
That's not Drew's favorite. What?
Why am I
He's
stuck
gonna be
behind
saying
this fucking
anything.
music note?
I thought you were spazzing out about was
You
Drew's
don't
favorite
believe
song
this?
or not.
No.
Ah, yeah, it is.
Oh, wow.
Well, that would drive me insane.
Drew's favorite is not actually the Fallen. He just likes it. What I was.
I do
getting
like it.
mad
We
about
could-
there
I could
was
restructure
the
that a little
music note that flattened, you know?
Oh.
I've not been playing. I haven't played Mario Kart in a long time.
I thought you were really, really good.
I never said I was really, really good. I said it's
You
the.
were pretty good.
I am. I do. I have been pretty good. I am not currently pretty good because I haven't played in a long time.
You're out of practice.
And this is also the only video game I could possibly claim to have ever been pretty good at.
We should play.
Do you have
All
3
other
stars
ones
on
I'm
everything?
terrible at. What?
Do you have 3 stars on everything?
I think so.
We should play Chell.
That's like the whole goal of this game. For me.
Yes.
That's why I want to get the new one too.
I wonder if I do. I definitely do have it on at least. Well, definitely
that fucking
everything
music
up
note.
to 150.
Got me twice.
I like when you get mad at the video games. It's funny.
Oh man.
Oh my
You should
god.
see me playing Chell against Luke the other night.
Oh yeah.
11
Well, I
is
mean,
goated for the
You should
record.
stream that.
11 is goated. Did Ryan say that too?
Yes.
He likes that one. That one is the song I alluded to earlier was one of the 2 original songs we played at the first show we ever played in February 2015, and actually goes back further than that because Jude wrote the lyrics when he was a toddler.
Yeah. Do you want to say those lyrics?
No.
No.
Yeah.
Real
It's
monotone.
it's 11 lyrics. It's 11 words.
Yeah.
Daddy's gonna go to the stupid puppet show. 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 And it's,
Then
we ain't
we
no
ain't no.
stupid puppets.
Yeah.
Here, we can get it. We can get a taste of it.
Go to the stupid puppet show. We ain't.
Wow, you found it.
Yeah, there you
You
go.
found it.
Yeah, this is from.
This
This
is,
is the first time ever.
Oh really?
This is the first. No,
Really?
This is from.
this is
yeah.
from 2015.
Oh wow.
This is gonna
2015.
be terrible. This is I believe in the middle of this song, Isaac does something famous.
Yeah.
Oh
which is,
yeah.
we had a mic set up for him to sing backing vocals on this song.
Well, wait. Can I tell you why I did this before you say what I
Sure.
did?
No.
Oh, yeah,
I think
yeah,
it's
yeah.
funnier if you say it first.
You
and
explain
then
it
explain
after,
Why
All
you
yeah.
did
right.
it.
Well, then go ahead.
Because
Well,
the
and
why
it's
you
actually
did's really
also
funny.
you sang lead on the White Stripes tune we did at
Yeah,
this show.
but that's
So you had a mic is the point. And to do backing vocals, and what happened is in the middle of this, and I don't know if you can hear it on the stream, probably not.
Probably
Um,
not.
No,
That's okay.
But you hear the drums drop out, which is because he swung the
I swung my drumstick
Mhm.
onto the mic stand, and I tried to
to bring
swing it around so I could like sing it because I realized I was supposed to be singing backing
terrible.
vocals. Yeah, I was just noticing that as well. I was supposed to be singing backing vocals, and I tried to swing the mic stand around, but I had knocked over the hi-hat and the crash cymbal and the snare drum in the process. So someone had from the crowd, like a nice dad of someone's, had to come and like help me rearrange my mic stand. But the reason I done that is because like I want to say, was it the SNL 40th? Was that why I was watching it, or maybe it was on Austin City Limits? I had watched Paul McCartney
was.
play with his band. It was Austin City Limits.
I don't know, but the
Sounds
drum
right.
just kicked out.
Oh, yeah, yeah. And the drummer for Paul McCartney, who, you know, he's a good enough guy, I should know his name.
Abe Laboriel
Big
Jr.
guy. I know who you're talking
Dude,
about, but I don't know.
He's a monster, and he made it look so easy. He swung the little mic stand over, just, you know, and I was thinking, like, oh, this is my first gig ever. Like, I'll totally be able to do something that guy, you know, Paul McCartney's drummer can do. Why wouldn't I be able to do this fucking move? So, yeah, I knocked the whole fucking thing over. That was pretty mortifying.
Wow.
And to this
People liked
day,
it.
fucking 20, or no, sorry, not 20. Hopefully we get to 20. 10 years later,
still don't have a
I
mic
still,
stand?
not only do I not have a mic stand at gigs, but we still have not sung the backing fucking concept to that song, which is
That's
so
true. It
fucking
is
simple. It's
fun,
like 3
yeah.
notes. And Jude and I have still never done it because the first time we tried to do it, I fucking boofed
That's
it
not
so
why.
hard.
We just haven't. We should.
No, we
can
just
set
don't-
it up.
Yeah, we just gotta
We
figure it
should
out.
do that.
We just
I mean,
gotta
also getting an extra 2 mics just to sing a song we
rarely ever
Well,
Well,
play.
no, but it
half
could
the
be. I
time
mean, it's not
is-
like none of our other songs could use some backing.
someone needs to hit that green. It was me. I hit myself.
Here's us
Stupid
playing
fucking
"In Bloom" by
asshole.
Nirvana. If you can hear that, that's what we
Yeah,
now are listening to.
2015, man.
And this song was we did a couple years ago at West Egg for Halloween.
This is really awful.
Really
Yeah,
bad.
that was, yeah, that was the first time
We
ever
did
doing anything.
still, I mean, we were for it. Like, if you
Oh, there's
some
still that
14-year-olds go
rap,
up and even
but-
like can play that, it's like, okay, you guys are fine. Like, you're doing all right. But
Oh, we're waiting for Isaac. I see.
when we
So
went
sorry.
to Isaac's in
Alex.
last place, so
Hey,
everyone
you're-
else has been
you're
done.
fine. Yeah, there you go.
I think I'm still in last place in every game so far.
No, but look at all
It's
these guys he's
all
no,
passing right now.
oh, they're just lapped him already. So a few years ago we did a Halloween set of covers of Nirvana covers at West Egg. We did that again last year as the replacements. It's super fun. We hope to be able to do a similar thing this year. But we did a Nirvana cover set, and we tried to rehearse in Bloom for that.
Went
And we got
terribly.
like a minute and a half into it, and it's just like plodding along. We're like,
Yeah.
we're not fucking doing this one.
There's a
It's,
trillion
let's do Smells Like Teen
choruses.
Spirit. Yeah, that's. I mean, it's crazy how those songs are like on Nevermind, which you almost don't realize, except I do realize it on Bloom. But like they're all like 5 minutes long.
Yeah.
Like Smells
They
Like Teen
are.
Spirit is like more than 5 minutes long.
Yeah.
In Utero's a better record, man.
I mean, I love Nevermind.
Nevermind's a good record, but In Utero's a great record.
And Indero's amazing. They're both. I think they're both incredible.
I think Nevermind has no skips.
Yeah.
In Utero might have a few, but the songs that are good, like it
They're
has
so
higher
good.
peaks.
Yeah.
It has higher peaks.
That's what I should
and
say.
lower lows.
Have brought up when we we're talking about the cello on Fade Away.
Oh,
My
yeah,
like
it's
It
main
was definitely
inspiration
very
point
Nirvana,
for
yeah.
the cello is like, well, Dumb is the first one I jumped to, but Something in the Way also.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Just the mournful slow cello, and all of the cello, like all over the Unplugged record. The
Yeah.
lady whose name I don't know that does the cello on that, it's so good.
This is a stupid question, but, like, do you think Kurt would have let them use that for Batman?
Something in the way.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I
I
would
don't
say
see
probably.
Why not. I don't see why not.
To me, every time I hear
Maybe
that
he really
song
liked
now, I
Batman.
kind of roll my eyes.
No, but everyone does. But
Batman.
it's not like he wasn't
Yeah.
like doing shit for. I mean, they did They played on MTV for money. It's
Yeah,
not
but he
like-
was like such a he had to show off.
Yeah,
like, he
but I
was,
mean,
like-
still, he did it.
Yeah.
You know, he took the money
Right.
to do it.
Yeah.
Well, it's like when
Also,
Rage
it's
Against the
Batman,
Machine
I
played
mean,
on.
he was-
Well, no, Batman's cool. It's just
But
like,
I mean,
but
it's
a,
a
big,
big, huge
Hollywood,
Hollywood
thing,
movie, yeah.
and now it's associated with that. And you have all these fucking chud 40-year-old dads like in the bar when I go to karaoke, which I don't go very often, but sometimes after work I would go, and I would see these fucking guys singing that song because they saw it on Batman.
Yeah.
I'm like, I know you don't know who Kurt Cobain is or Nirvana. Like, I don't know.
It's
These
not like
40-year-olds don't know who Nirvana is.
I don't know.
It's
Maybe
scary.
that's my. Yeah, maybe I'm a freaking idiot, but.
I wouldn't really equate Nirvana to like that kind of like punk. Like it's not like it's like they put like a Black Flag song in the.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's not quite the same because they were so massively.
That's the thing is like he did go on those rants about like.
But he spent.
you
I
know,
mean,
this and that. And this
In
and
Utero
that.
is almost like a gigantic like. I don't want to be famous anymore.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
declaration.
Like an
Well, so was him killing
overcompensation
himself.
for what
Well, yes. I
Nevermind
mean,
was.
literally. Yeah. I mean,
Killing himself.
go. My God.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Just kidding.
I like the
Or
Max
do you
Rebo.
think he's
Funko
living
Pop.
in Argentina with
Yeah.
with Tupac?
Oh no, yeah. No, he's living in the center core of the earth in the underground world where everyone really lives, man. This is where that's where our hubs are plugged in, like
We're
the
gonna get
Matrix,
committed.
man.
Have I told you to listen to the? Sorry, this is really off topic. The Will Hines bit on Comedy Bang Bang where he talks about Johns Hopkins initiation ceremony. Definitely listen to that. That goes to everyone.
What about?
See if you can find that. And
It's
listen
funny
to
just
it. It's so
consider-
funny.
Do you know about the Yanti Yanto? No. I'm sorry, that's like a deep Connor O'Malley reference. Never mind.
I don't even
think.
know if I know who Connor O'Malley
What?
is.
Dude,
Connor
you gotta
O'Malley's
check-
funny.
Connor O'Malley's pretty funny.
He's
The 103
I don't know. Have you
Reaper.
seen I Think You Should Leave?
Yes, but
Okay.
I'm not like an avid watcher.
Yeah,
of that show.
If you
he's
know
in a
the
few
one-
sketches of that. He does the one that's like
Where it's the
honk if you're horny. He's the guy
He's
in
the guy
that
who's
one.
talking.
And he does the one who's like trying to make the not
Can't
very
believe
good
this is what we're
sketch in the
talking
third
about.
season with the guy. I don't like that one very much, where he's like trying to.
He said he's not an avid watcher, and you're just playing these niche fucking sketches.
No, these
that...
are
No, the
niche,
honk
these
if
are
you're
niche.
horny
The
one,
honk
if you've
you're
seen
horny
it, you
one,
should
yeah,
remember
he's
it.
very famous. I mean, it's no
The third
zip
season,
line
there's no
one.
reason you should know if remember the one he has in the third season where he's like trying to go viral with the Instagram reels.
Oh,
I like
yeah.
that one was not good.
Well, anyways, before we get too off the rails here, is there like anything else that you want to say about like either the album or the local scene that you want to shout out or?
I mean, I want to shout out all our
lot of-
friends,
yeah.
man. I want to say, first of all, thanks for having us.
for
This
it.
is really
Yeah,
cool.
this is
This is a
awesome.
cool
It's a
new
great
thing that
idea,
you're
yeah.
doing.
Thanks for being a part of like the experiment with me, because
Yeah.
I'll be honest, I have no idea what the fuck I'm doing.
Yeah, dude, it's cool. Just having a platform to like talk about music and something cool and fun to be able to watch our friends and people in the scene do it is fucking cool. And it's cool to hang out.
Which, by the way, I haven't posted my album listen through onto YouTube yet,
Okay.
but I'm going to figure that out like right now, and I'm gonna put it up as soon as I can after this, and I'm gonna try to put this one also up as soon as I can after this.
Hell yeah.
So,
Awesome.
yeah,
No,
we're gonna
that'd be
figure that
awesome.
out.
That'd be
Yeah, I would
fun.
love to. Yeah, I would love to
Yeah.
be able to have that as a thing that's just out there for everybody
Yeah.
to go through all of
Yeah.
these.
Yeah, so like not
Um,
only to have like the live aspect where we can have, you know, people either racing along or listening along and commenting with us, but
Right. Be able
Yeah,
to just
just
go back
get-
and see.
and it's also just like a way for me to like, you know, like insert myself more into the scene, because it's very important to me, and
Just
I
be
just
friends with
haven't.
everyone. Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't really dove in as much as I want to yet. So
Awesome.
Dude, it's a special
Gets you
thing,
the-
isn't it?
Yeah.
Like, not to be corny about it, but I've been really feeling like we're in a really good time to be in the city right now. Like, it's really the amount of just the depth of good bands and nice people.
yeah, and the thing is, like, I feel like we could possibly be like nobody's like truly blown up yet.
Mm-hmm.
Where I'm just kind of waiting for like one, two,
Yeah.
and then somebody like a couple of others will probably
Yeah.
blossom into that too. So, yeah, hopefully that happens soon. Somewhere
yeah,
in the
this
scene,
could
that would be
really
pretty cool.
explode.
I mean, just the past 2 months, like the 40 Winks thing is gonna do great numbers because they're set up for success and they sound great. Like the new Dizzier record sounds great. Your record sounds great.
Mm-hmm.
What's the
What
other
else
one
is
that
playing
came
right
out
now?
the other day? A bunch of good stuff just came out not too long ago.
I feel like there was at least one more big local record that I
I
cannot
feel bad that I'm
remember.
blanking.
I really like the Dizzier one.
But I mean, like all our friends, I feel like in the past, I feel really excited to have this record out because I feel like in this time that we've been here, like since we started in 2023, so many good albums have come out and bands that like records. Like before we started, I don't know. I listen primarily to local music now. Like I listen to like the Adams Purse record, the Valley View record, the James Castle record, the Dizzier record. Like, you know, that's like the primary of the stuff that rotates through. And then other DIY bands that I've seen through West Egg, like Interlay, that came from Chicago, you know? And
Or if Kansas had trees.
yes, Foch, like that whole NEPA thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So, yeah, just waiting to see which one's going to pop off.
Yeah.
Like, Feeble did it, you know, someone else is going to do it in a different way.
Hopefully, I'm hoping for that.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
But
Get
yeah.
it really on
There ain't
the.
labels
So people
listening.
stop. Did you see the thing?
If one of the
so-
four of you who work
Yeah,
for
it's
a record
label
label,
rap
Yeah.
call
Yeah.
us, you
tune
know?
into the scene.
Or call
That's
the
what we
radio.
need.
Yeah.
We could use
Listen
it.
to our
We'll
record
use it.
again.
Yeah, if you know. Yeah.
See if
You're
you
already-
can
if it
see
already
if you
came
can
by
make
your
us
desk
famous.
and-
Yeah, there's like a dude who works for Crafted Sounds who's like, oh, I saw that there was going to be this stream today. I've got to make sure I listen to that.
No. I'm thinking like Warner Brothers.
Oh, Warner
Yeah,
Brothers.
I think EMI is looking for new artists.
Well, anyways, yeah. Thanks
Yeah.
for coming over, guys.
Absolutely.
Thanks for indulging me. And make sure you check out Architect's Leap again,
Okay, now.
even though you already did.
And come see that show.
Yeah, come to the show June 14th
14th.
at Haven.
Yes, that'll be awesome.
Tickets are out now if you want
Yeah,
to
you can go get a ticket.
save yourself a couple dollars, buy it online, make us
Mhm.
feel nice when we look at the number.
Yeah, it's a couple bucks off.
We don't
for
do that.
getting
We
ahead of
don't
time.
do that.
No, we
I
def-
don't know how to. I don't have access to.
I
that,
just
so
text. I just
thank
text
goodness.
Eli. I go, how many tickets did we sell? All right.
3.
Yeah, how much can you extract off of people now that like it's almost sold out? Like
Yeah.
Oh,
what's the secondary market
Yeah,
of the
that-
Histrionic?
that's
look
right.
like?
If you
Buying
look, we
tickets
can't guarantee
ourselves
anyone
just
will
to
get
sell 'em,
tickets.
yeah.
Go on StubHub. If you have to pay a guy $700 on StubHub, that might just be how the
And if
cookie
that guy's
crumbles.
Username is like S Sweeney.
Yeah.
or
Yeah, yeah.
something,
It's
like, don't
not
worry about it, it's a
Histrionic
different guy.
72.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's
Just
not us.
fork it over.
All right, well, thanks again, guys.
Yeah. Thank you, man.
The Pirates are playing.